There are many instances where videos make for better graphic digital marketing material. After all, videos receive a lot more attention than still images. Also, you are visually able to put in so much more information in a video than in a single still graphic. And with the new video editing timeline interface recently introduced in Canva, we can create quality video compositions using all of the features we found convenient in creating other forms of visual graphic on their site. Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is Jelly from Life Marketing, a digital marketing agency committed to helping small businesses grow. And in this video, I'll be showing you how you can edit videos in Canva. The video editing timeline is available for both regular and pro Canva accounts, so you will not be needing a pro account for this guide. With all that said, let's go ahead and get started. To start, we're here in Canva's homepage, and here on our format options, we're going to click on the video button. And you'll have this row down here of all of the dimension options for videos in Canva. I think it's also important to note that as of now, if you do start a design outside of what's here in the videos options and start a document on the other tabs here, you will not have access to the timeline editing interface. But you will still be able to assemble videos in the traditional Canva Pages interface. That will, although, not have the same amount of options for editing as you would have with the new timeline UI. For this guide, we are again using our mock brand Coffee Cat, and we'll be making a special promo video for the hypothetical launch of our brand and products. I want to make a video specifically to post on social media, and for that, we want to have a 1:1 dimension ratio, which is the size here for Facebook video at 1080 by 1080 pixels. Once your canvas is open, you will immediately have the timeline view here under the preview area. As it is, when you make other Canva designs, all the options to add elements, photos, audio, text, and others are on the left side, and if you want to add an item from there to your canvas, click on it or drag it to where you want it to be placed. There's the play button here, which lets you preview your video so you can see what you've done so far. And then this downward facing arrow here lets you determine at which second of your video the preview will start when you hit the play button. The rectangle marks your first and currently only scene in your video. On the bottom left of your scene is the length of your video. As you can see, it's currently 5 seconds long. You can edit the duration of the scene by dragging its end left or right, depending on whether you want to shorten your scene or lengthen it. And as you drag the scene's duration, you will see exactly how many seconds your new adjusted scene length is. If you want to duplicate a scene, simply hit Command C and Command V, or Control C and Control V if you're using a PC. When you want to add new blank scenes, you can click on this plus button here. To change the order of your scenes, simply drag your scene left and right to where you want it to go. Right out of the bat, Canva will be showing preset templates for video compositions of this size dimension, and you can either start with one of these or start with a blank canvas. Selecting a template will apply it to the scene you have selected. In this case, we just have this one rectangle here, so it's going to apply the template to that. For this guide, I want to start with a plain video for my first scene. If you have videos of your product or service, you can go ahead and upload them here in the Uploads tab. For this video though, I will be using stock videos available right here in Canva. Click on the Videos tab on the left side of your screen, and since our mock brand is a coffee beans brand, I'll start with searching for a video of coffee beans and drag the video I like into the scene. So now let's say you want to add text to your video. Just click on the text tab here on the right, and you can either pick on the plain text options here at the top, or you can select one of the preset texts below that already have effects integrated in them. I think I want to try this one out. It has something like a neon effect on it, and I'm going to edit the text to say premium coffee beans. But I also want to edit the font to something from my existing brand guide here. If you have a brand guide for your business, it would be good to have that open in a window so you have something to look at if you want to check what fonts or colors you should be using for your video. Now we want our text to be easier to read, so we need to darken our background. We can do that by clicking on our background video and then clicking the opacity button here. I'm going to lower the opacity of our video and then edit the background color behind the video by clicking on this box here. Now I want to set the undertone color of the background video to be dark brown, so let's find the right shade that works to let our text be read clearly. Now let's move on to adjusting when in our timeline the text should show up. So let's say we want to have our text show a little after letting the plain video in the background run alone for a few seconds. seconds. I'm going to click and drag this marker to the second I want the text to first appear on screen. In this case, I want our message to pop out after 5 seconds. Once we've dragged our marker to 5 seconds, right-click on your scene and select Split. What that will do is split our scene exactly at the point we've marked earlier. Then we can delete the text here on our first half of the separated scene so that our text shows up at the 5-second mark here on our second half. We can also add animations to each individual text or group them to share the same animation. Our frame currently has animation from the text preset I picked earlier, but I want to change it, so I'm going to click on the effect button here that currently says Rise, and after that select None, so we can start with no effects on any of our text. Let's say we want the word premium to slide in from the side, so while it's selected, I'm going to click on Animate and pick the right transition from the presets. And then I want both words coffee and beans to fade into our scene. So I'm selecting both and setting it up with the preset animation I like. Now that our texts have set transitions, let's again split the video to when we want the text to stop showing. The thing with transitions in Canva is they will not just bring your selected elements into your scene, but they will also transition your elements out at the end of the scene. So when you again split the clip at the end, it will transition your set elements out the same way they came in. Then I want to delete the text in the next scene and have the video continue without the text. I'm keeping this empty background scene for later since I'm planning to use it in the last part of our video. Okay, let's preview what we have so far by dragging our marker back to the start of our video and clicking on the play button. Now, if when you preview your video, you notice an odd jump while it runs from one scene to another, you're fine and it's not going to show in the final output. Your browser is probably just loading your video, and after previewing it a few times, you'll notice that the jump is no longer there. It's now running from one scene to the next.
Hey, we just helped a small business make over $1.5 million through Facebook advertising. And after managing millions of dollars in ad spend for thousands of different small businesses, we have decided to give away everything we learned to you in a special program. If you want to learn the blueprint to success, the best practices from some of the fastest growing companies in the world, and all of the different tools you will need, then sign up for our social ads training program today.
Back in the Options tab on the left of our screen, click on Audio. Click Play to listen to any of the available soundtracks. Then click on the audio you like and drag it down to our timeline here. You can also edit where in the video you want to cue in your music by simply dragging it into the position you want it to start. Now, it used to be that you could only load in one soundtrack for your videos in Canva, but now you can add more than one audio for the same video, and this is especially useful if you want to time specific sound effects for certain scenes. For this project though, I think I'll stick with just one soundtrack. Moving on, let's add our next scenes. I want to feature each of our products in 1.5-second frames. We have 4 variants of our coffee beans here, and I want to feature them in similar templates, personalized for each variant. So let's start with one so we can duplicate it later for our other variants. Okay, so I like how this looks. I'm going to make 3 duplicates of this frame and edit them to fit each of our different variants better. Then I want maybe 5 seconds of a person leisurely drinking coffee at home, or maybe an espresso machine dripping coffee into a cup. Let's add a new scene frame and find a good video here on the Videos tab that we like. We won't need to edit the scene duration since each new added blank scene is automatically generated to 5 seconds in length. Okay, great. Now for our final scene. For the last frame, I'm going to use what's left of our split video earlier and use it as a background for our logo and add text under it that says coming soon. After that, we can make final adjustments by hitting the play button to preview our video. Again, if at times the frames seem to be skipping and it looks laggy when you preview, that's fine. It's most likely that your browser is rendering your video and the actual output video when downloaded will be fine. As you can see here, instead of dragging the ends left or right, I'm editing our product template scenes to 2 seconds instead of 1.5 by clicking on the duration indicator itself. You can manually type in the number of seconds you want your scene to be changed to. Okay, so I like how that looks. I'm now going to make 3 duplicates of that frame and edit them to fit each of our different variants better. And there you have it. We've edited our social media video here in Canva's new video editing user interface. Canva's only just recently released their new video editing UI, but even now it's already proven to be efficient and effective in creating quality videos that make use of all the features in Canva that we already know and love. You can now make use of this timeline to edit videos for ads, social media posts, and even make YouTube videos. That's it for today's video. If you learned anything, give this video a like and subscribe to our channel for more essential digital marketing guides. This is Jelly from Life Marketing. Thanks for watching.